Actually, what am I saying? Don't come on board. They should come on excited, right? It's a Jungle Cruise. It's a lot better to be overexcited than overboard for this one. The more you know. Now, to those of us who are just now joining us, is this anybody's first visit to the jungle? Yeah, it is? Oh, me too. Oh, looks like we are in the same boat. That's great. I heard this ride's pretty good, buddy. I guess we'll find out, huh? All right. Looks like we're just about ready to go. We're clear. Let's get out of here. Wave goodbye to my friends on the dock. Bye. See you in 2 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours. That'd be ridiculous. You're probably never going to see those people again. Doesn't really matter. You never saw them in the first place, right? Hey, that reminds me, everybody. Go ahead and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I hope. We will. Return. Alright, I really mean that. Here's some ways you can help make that happen. Everybody make sure you keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times, and please remember to stay seated. I repeat, don't stand up for any reason. Let's be honest, only crazy people stand up on moving boats. Parents, if you have any small children on board, watch those, okay? I'm not going to watch any kids today. Now we're headed into the Amazon rainforest where it rains 365 days a year. You know, if you sit down and do the math, it's like every day. It's pretty incredible. It's home to the beautiful Inspiration Falls. Now every day somebody asks why I call that Inspiration Falls. I'm going to be really honest with you, okay? There's no good reason that we call that Inspiration Falls. I've never looked at that waterfall and felt particularly inspired by it in any way. Sometimes that's just the way life works out, and you gotta roll with it, don't ya? Alright, we're headed into the Congo River now. The Congo River flows through the deepest and darkest parts of Central Africa. Now, has everybody here seen The Jungle Book? Yeah. Okay, if you haven't seen it, please don't worry. It's right there. I know, it's a little underwhelming, isn't it? Anyway, I have a surprise planned for us right up ahead. It's a pygmy welcoming party, and I even invited all of my friends. Okay, you ready? Surprise! I don't have any friends. It's really sad, actually. Oh, you see the snake, don't you? That's my neighbor. He's okay. His name starts with a P. Anybody know what that snake's called? Python. Actually, it's Phil. Yes. Yeah, Phil's okay. He's even developed a crush on a few of my crews. Would want to get wrapped up in that if I were you. Sorry about this mess over here. That's how embarrassing. Good news, though. I was having a hard time getting my Jeep started, and it looks like the gorillas finally got it to turn over. We must have used a monkey wrench. It's going to be a long 10 minutes for some of us, isn't it? We're headed into the Nile River now. The Nile River is the longest river in the world. It goes on for Niles and Niles and Niles. It's home to the second most feared animal in all of the jungle. That would be an African bull elephant right up ahead. Now, an African bull elephant would actually... Excuse me, sir. Please don't interrupt. Sorry, they can be kind of rude. I trained the one over here, though. You want to see? Hey, Peanut, speak. No, sir, louder. Good boy. Now spray the boat. Kidding, he doesn't know that one. This is my favorite sandstone formation. I always point that out, though, because believe it or not, most people take it for granted. I don't know why. It's clearly one of our boulder attractions. Now, okay, I feel like I should warn you. We've got some pretty dangerous animals here on the Jungle Cruise, but I've made sure they were all bolted to the ground for your safety. Look at these sweet lions. They're babysitting a sleeping zebra. Oh, I'm just kidding. They're eating that zebra. But it's okay, because zebra makes a really tasty snack. You got your light meat, dark meat, 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 light meat, dark meat. Hold that thought. Look over here. Wow. Wow. I mean, really. I've never seen anything like this before in my entire life. There's got to be like 1 million rocks on that beach. Whoa. I'm going to come back and count those later. How long do you think that's going to take? That's a lot of rocks. You see that? Goodness. White meat, dark meat, 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 white meat, dark meat. Tail. That's right. Zebra jerky, the every other white meat. Now up ahead you hear the sound of rushing and roaring water that's coming from Schweitzer Falls. Schweitzer Falls is named after the famous explorer Dr. Albert Falls. Don't worry about that. We'll go over it later. In the meantime, you can enjoy a nice, refreshing mist. Does everybody feel the nice, cool mist? Fun fact, that mist actually contains the largest array of tropical bacteria. You can find it anywhere in the jungle. Just for you to take home. On your base. You're welcome. You know, it's tough to catch a flight out of here these days, but I got half off on that plane. It's a pretty good deal if you ask me. Now up ahead, if you pay careful attention, oh no. Please don't panic. It looks like we're sailing through a pool of hungry hippos, and as you can see, I've clearly lost my marbles. Don't worry, I brought a gun. I'll deal with this. You might want to cover your ears, okay? Shoo! Please go away, hippos! Thank you! That works every time. Apparently hippos are terrified of bad acting. Ooh. Oh, we're not out of the woods yet. Would you look at this? We are headed into headhunter territory. It's a terrible place to be headed. I think we're going to be okay, though. They're not planning on attacking. You could tell because they're dancing in a square up there. That could really only mean one thing. I forgot that joke. I did. That's why they pay me the big bucks. And I was mistaken. Would you look at that? They are attacking the boat right over here. Everybody go ahead and duck if you'd like. Otherwise, pick up a kid and use it as a shield. It's worked really well in the past. Otherwise, if you catch a spear, throw it back, okay? We can't keep souvenirs. I'm sure you understand. I hope you're all okay, because here comes the moment you've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here it is, the eighth wonder of the world. Everybody give it up to the backside of water! Wow, oh, 2H, you've never seen anything like that before in your entire life, and I guarantee you will never see anything like that again. Don't try to find it at home, because trust me, you'll hit your head on the faucet. Yeah. Alright, here we are in the Mekong River. The Mekong River flows through southern Cambodia and is home to the ancient Khmer Empire. You know, by the looks of things, I'm not so sure I really want a Khmer. Alright, I tell you what, who here thinks the captain should go down with the ship?
Yes.
I couldn't agree more, sir. What's your name?
David.
David, all right. Everybody wish Captain David good luck. I'm just a skipper, sir. I'm going to skip out of here if it gets dangerous. Now, David, have you ever performed a root canal?
I have not.
Well, that's really unfortunate because you got one right here. Show of hands, who's not all here? Same. Alright, here we are in the middle of an ancient Indian elephant bathing pool. This is a marvel of nature. You know, every time I leave and then come back, every single elephant is exactly where I left it before. Thus proving that elephants do in fact have the most magnificent memories of any animal. Now I just double checked. You should feel free to take as many pictures as you want because they all have their trunks on. Yeah. Oh dear, I've got a few pranksters over here. This guy thinks he's going to spray our boat with water, but he's ridiculous. I would never let an elephant spray our boats. Duck, 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 duck. Goose. That's an elephant, not a duck. We just went over that. Okay, stay with me. This is my favorite area of the jungle. If you look to your right and to your left, you'll notice that we're surrounded by some pretty fabulous plants. In fact, my favorite plants grow just along these shores. I'm going to take a moment and point out all of my favorite plants for you. Sound fun?
Yeah.
Good. Buckle up. Here we go. There's that one. The green one. Any questions? No? That's good. Because no trip to the jungle would be complete if I didn't introduce you to a little bit of a local hero. He's coming up over here on the left-hand side. That's going to be Trader Sam. Now, Trader Sam is our head salesman here in the jungle. But as you can see, sales have been shrinking, so for a limited time only, he's offering a pretty killer special. That's right. You can get 2 of his heads for just 1 of yours. Any takers? I'd encourage you to consider this, okay? Because any way you slice it, I guarantee you come out ahead in the deal. You know what they say. 2 heads are better than 1. Context. Yeah. Anyway, it looks like we're almost back to the dock. That means that we are approaching the most dangerous part of our journey, the return to civilization. So just a few quick safety reminders for all of you. Please remember to keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside of our boat as we pull up over there, okay? I wouldn't want you to experience any peer pressure. Peer pressure's a good one, isn't it? Please make sure you stay seated until we reach a complete stop at the dock as well, okay? Once we've made a complete stop, you can stand in and exit out of the same door that you entered. So if you're over here on this side of the boat, or if you're sitting in the middle, you'll go out through that front door. If you're on the other side, dangerously close to Trader Sam, please walk around the engine and then out the back door. Do me a favor, don't step over the seats in the middle because those seats are a tripping hazard. I don't want you to have 2 bad trips on my boat. I'm actually only responsible for the first one, so. Anyway, would you look up ahead? If you look up there, you'll see that here at the world-famous Jungle Cruise, we have not 1, but 2 docks. There's a big dock on the right, and then there's that smaller dock over there on the left. A lot of people are kind of confused by this information. That's why we call it a pair of docks. I'm going to help you out, okay? When you get out of the boat, make sure you get out on the right dock. You see there's a pair of dorks waiting to help you. Please don't tell them I said that. It would hurt their feelings. We've had a great time together today, haven't we? You know, out of every single crew I've ever taken out on this river, you are all by far the most recent. I'm just kidding. You've all been outstanding on my boat today. I really can't thank you enough. In fact, you've been so outstanding that I really can't wait to see you outstanding on that dock. Just a few more moments, right? I know you're all just as excited as I am. If you've enjoyed your cruise today, though, that's great to hear. My name's Skipper Chelsea, and this has been the world-famous Jungle Cruise. If you didn't enjoy your cruise today, my name's pretty forgettable, okay? You just work on that. Make sure you tell all your friends and family about your experience, though. That's going to help us keep our wait times down. We appreciate all the help we can get. All right, we're going to be putting a rope on the back of this boat. A rope on the back of the boat, so we'll be making 2 complete stops here. After the first stop, I'll ask you all to stay seated, and then after we stop a second time, you can all stand up and exit safely. All right, so Skipper Patricia over here is actually a world-famous boat wrangler. She's going to demonstrate some of her capabilities right now. Wow. Wow. You really don't see this every day, do you? Looks like that rope might be just a tiny bit tangled. Well, there we go. Rope is secure, and that's great. Nothing worse than an insecure rope. All right. We've been through a lot, haven't we? We laughed. We cried. We almost died together out there. Some people might say that makes us all a little bit like a family. Aw. Some people might say that, but not me. Get out. I'm sorry, that was rude, wasn't it? Please, get out. Enjoy the rest of your day here in the Magic Kingdom, everybody. Really great. Watch